Here.
All right, here we go, here we go. 3, 2,
2, 1, brawl! That's what I'm talking about. The crowd joining in for grand finals between Tranquilo and Marckiemoo. I don't know why I said it like that, because, but they're going off.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just gotta put a little style on it, which is fine. Okay, yeah, the Knicks. This is definitely a choice. And it's definitely a good way to start off the set. Something new that Tranquilo hasn't had to face against him yet in terms of Marckiemoo pulling his legend out. And so far, he is absolutely, oh, that was so close. He was almost able to convert a very early stock against Tranquilo.
Okay, let's see here, but that Knicks defense, that's what we're talking about here, going to be able to be a boon in Marckiemoo's corner. Tranquilo trying to hang on, throwing these down airs, try to get back down. Marckiemoo is looking so good to start, though. Hold on, these blasters might work out for him. And the turnaround with the recovery as a counter poke, and if anything, that has to be one of the boons that you get with selecting blasters as well. I know Hammer has a similar thing where if they try to go for a recovery and they miss or they do it at the wrong time, you can reversal them and KO them extremely early.
Absolutely, that was an early knockout. Marckiemoo trying to extend that damage that he is putting on Tranquilo. We're seeing another Nair. Weapon throw down, gonna mix up a little bit. Vin fighting back, unarmed. Marckiemoo with the dare. Ooh, the down sig gonna send Marckiemoo out of here. And we are all tied up.
Okay, now let's see. Vem splits the chakrams in half here. Is trying to go in, goes for a recovery. That's not going to connect. The reverse Nair into the recovery. You can see he's throwing out a lot of hitboxes, but Marky kind of being a little bit more pinpoint here. I mean, already has a decent chunk of a damage lead. One D-Light recovery might have enough juice. Maybe needs a little bit more damage first. The raw recovery is enough at that height, I guess. And just like that, Marckiemoo soars into the lead. And this is the best I think it's ever really looked for Marckiemoo outside of that one cross game he had earlier on here. Hold on. This Knicks might be the answer. He goes for the end sig. Oh, that would have been disastrous for Tranquilo. There's so much momentum in Marckiemoo's favor right now that I think he's just having a hard time slowing it down.
I do worry though, like it's the answer right now, but just like that cross, is this the 2-set answer?
Yeah, that's the question, right? Like, I think he needs to start to get his wins early and then go from there.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of seems to be his game plan here. Just kind of come in, hit Tranquilo hard and fast, and try and sneak out a game or two as early as he can, and then try and figure something else out to be able to scoop that other game up.
Okay, now let's see. They're trying to go ahead and get this down light. That's not going to be enough. The side light is going to hit, send them to the left side, the weapon throw as well, and then he gets the weapon throw to the side, and off of the backboard. Marckiemoo secures game one with the Nick swap.
Very well done indeed. Okay, so we're obviously going to try Knicks again. That's obviously going to be what we lock in on. And see if it's kind of like how it did with Cross. If, you know, we can sneak another game out of here, then like we said, then Vim has 3 games he's got to worry about, while Marckiemoo has those 3 games to fish around and figure out something else that's going to work.
Yeah, which is good, right? You need that bit of a buffer, right? We're going to Western Air Temple here. We're going to see if that's going to work. And maybe, just maybe, it might here. We're getting a little bit of spacing from Marckiemoo. I mean, granted, we saw what happened the last time they went to this stage. And it wasn't a great time for Marckiemoo. I think Tranquilo does really well with these platforms. But I think Marckiemoo, at the very least, has some momentum on his side and has a little bit of wiggle room now. Oh, no way. Oh, it's not enough force on this legend. Even though he hits really hard, but oh, the side sig would have been disastrous. Has to burn the recovery to get back. Tranquilo used that to convert into a little bit of a punish, but that's it.
Yeah, didn't find a whole lot from that at all. Things are still pretty close here, even with all this onslaught from Marckiemoo. Another Sayer is going to send Vim back up off the stage. Vim finds a way back up. No, he caught the...
Oh, it drops off the last hit. Yeah, and then we got a traversal from Tranquilo. I think Marckiemoo kind of messed up with the drift there at some point and allowed Marckiemoo, or rather Vim, to fall out, but that's okay. He's not too far behind. Tries to go for the N-Sig read there, but Tranquilo dodges down, and look at all this damage.
Oh my goodness. Vim opened it up right there. At least a 16-piece off of those chakrams, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Like, he hit him so many times, I lost count.
Sometimes you got to get dinner for the whole family.
Right, I swear.
Oh, the D-Light there is not enough. Marky needs at least one more. Might try to falling Sayer in the corner. That might have enough juice on it.
Vim, the weapon's over there. There we go. Marckiemoo is going to go ahead and Sayer him out, tie it up. but Marckiemoo is about halfway through that second stock. Vim got some good bonus damage off of it. You see Marckiemoo set up with the blasters here. Pushover with a dare, got another one. Vim with the whip. Marckiemoo staring back, keeping the distance. I don't know what he was accomplishing with that neutral sig, but it was a huge whip.
Oh, he didn't touch the wall there. We've seen
How many
third time today.
How many times is Marckiemoo gonna SD in this tournament? That, I mean, I don't know. That might be the $1 million question.
Well, you know, and the tough part is that Marckiemoo is doing a lot of legend swaps, right? And so with these different legends, you get different speed stats. That means your ability to drift left to right is going to alter with all these different legends. And if there's one that you're used to, probably Mordex, you're going to feel like you're touching the wall when you're not.
All right, so we got a pretty important question here once we see how this rolls out, because if the Nyx doesn't work, where do we go? But then again, this Nyx might work.
Just dropped the guillotine on him with that down sig, and now we have ourselves a match. Can Marckiemoo go up 2-0? He needs as much wiggle room as he possibly can to try and make the comeback. Vem Tranquilo here, though. Can he do the losers qualifier into winning the entire Royale?
That's nuts.
Oh, the side sig's not enough.
He wants that neutral sig so bad.
Trying to chase, he goes real deep out there, throws out a down air as well to try to cover himself as he's coming down. Vem Tranquilo looking for the final blow and has a conversion here. Wow, I'm surprised the recovery's not going to connect, but gets the down air here. Marky's just trying to fight for his life to get back onto the stage. Vem Tranquilo one down sig away, potentially one recovery setup. Not from down there though, needs another hit. That recovery's gonna miss. That gives Marky an opportunity to get a weapon, goes for the end-sig, and it's not gonna connect. Vem Tranquilo getting game number 2. But honestly, I don't think that game looked that bad, considering that there were platforms this time around.
Yeah.
And Marky was still able to bring it down to the final stock. Yes, he was looking a little rough toward the end as far as like damage numbers go, but and now he has at least a little bit more leeway in deciding, all right, well, I can ban out some of these stages, and at the very least, I have to go to like Fortress of Lions or Apocalypse or something, right?
Miami Dome.
Or I guess APOC isn't around these days.
Yeah, that's true. Looks like we're going to go to Miami Dome. And
I don't know about this, but I mean, Vem picked. So.
Yeah, Marckiemoo is going to stay on that Nyx pick.
Nice try.
Oh, yeah, it was. He really wants that neutral sig so bad.
Yeah, that recovery needed to hit there for Marckiemoo. Otherwise, he was definitely going to be edge guarded by Vem Tranquilo. And he's trying to keep him in the corner. These side lights are not connecting. Gets caught by the down air. People just not quite used to getting out of harm's way with that one. It's just a unique move. And just like that, these conversions from Vem, so hard for Mark to deal with.
This Vim is not slowing down. There we go. Finally, a dare is going to put a stop in that force from Vem Tranquilo. He was racking up so much damage here. Is now both of these players are about in the knockout range. Who is going to be the first to strike? Marckiemoo. Gravity canceled D-Light into Sair. Another Sair with the fadeaway coming down off the stage. Vem Tranquilo gets a dare, picks him, peels him up off the stage. Side sig's gonna send Marckiemoo all the way out. Can he get the confirmation right here? The Sair is not gonna be enough. Weapon throw out. Got it. Gravity catches D-Light in the ground pound.
Yeah, great spacing from Vem there, right? Goes as far right as possible as he can from the wall before going for that turnaround gravity cancel D-Light. I was worried for a second there that he may have dropped the edge guard, but Marky not able to get back and down a stock yet again. But at least he has a dub on the board now with this Nyx. But right now it's not looking great. I'm looking at the way he's getting minced up. These down airs are really one of the biggest problems, I think, for all the players today in terms of trying to deal with the weapon. It just, the reversal potential is so high, right? It's so high. And then when it does succeed for the other player, they get a pretty decent chunk of damage for it and superior positioning because they carry you all the way to the top, and they're always going to land before you do, so they get to threaten the juggle again.
Vim threw that sword away so quick. He wanted nothing to do with it. Marckiemoo hitting his shots, literally threading these blasters so well around Vem Tranquilo right now. Oh, there we go, but Vim fighting back, went a little too far to the left off of that dare, and Marckiemoo finally gets to feel that neutral sig and get the stop.
And that's what it's all about with Nyx. You're gonna whip so many of those neutral sigs throughout the course of the game, but as you start to develop and understand your opponent's dodge habits, when you get one, it's all you need to swing the tide of battle.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, he's going for it again. Vim being stuck on this sword.
Oh, and this is exactly what Marky can deal with swords.
Yeah.
Marky knows that weapon. Yeah, Vem trying to get away. Marky not going to let you do it for free. Now he has a chance to get that shotgun in hand, and that was the fuse shotgun recovery, but it wasn't enough to get the stock. And look at this lead from Marky. We're going to game number 3, man. Ain't no shot. If Vem makes this comeback happen, I'll eat my words, but trust me, so much damage has been done from Marky at this point. Wow. I think he's going to get the stock here. Let's hope, Vem.
Yeah, he might get it.
The recovery's not enough.
On that bounce.
And then Marky comes with the recovery, eats another recovery for his recovery, and now Vem brings it down to final stocks. But I think you got to get like a cheesy chakram recovery off the top or something, or alternatively, just get one juggle and convert that advantage state to a scenario where Marky never lands is the only way you really come out on top here. If you're Marky, he goes for the super potent weapon throw, right? Where like you have to keep it in mind the entire time, and just like that, one-sider brings Marckiemoo one step closer to potentially getting a grand finals reset.
Oh my goodness, well, we're gonna find out. I think, I mean, honestly, this is gonna be game 5. That's all that's happened. This is gonna be game 5 before we get if we get a reset or not. This is gonna come down to the wire. Every single game in top 4 thus far has been a game number 5, and I don't see why this would be any different. Look at the face on the crowd. Everybody getting hyped. 2-1 brawl. Here we go. Small terminus.
Okay, now let's see. Can he do it? I mean, Vem Tranquilo we're going to the tri-platform stage this time around. Don't know that we've actually seen Marky try to fight Vem on this stage layout before. And so maybe he's able to do it. But Vem, I mean, look at the way he's piecing up my man Marky. Marky, you got to get out of there, brother.
Oh, and he's continuing to put that pressure on him. The other sideline going to connect. Misses on the neutral sig, and Marckiemoo finally going to be able to take the driver's seat a little bit.
Let's see. I mean, Nair's coming out from Marckiemoo. He's trying to get some sort of something going. And Vem Tranquilo in a hot pursuit. I mean, one more good string, and he'll be able to convert into a nice little recovery off the top. Has a sword here. And the end light, I don't think Marky touched. The weapon throw should seal the deal. Goes ahead and locks in that first stock.
That's
and Vem Tranquilo with a pretty decent lead here.
Yeah, that's a good stock. He needed that. Okay, Marckiemoo going to be able to go ahead and get the scythe in hand. Misses on the neutral sig. Vem Tranquilo has those chakrams back in work, though, and oh my goodness, you see just the resetting of the jumps, being able to get all of those attacks out with the sweat beads just flying off his face.
Okay, let's see. Come on now. Bang.
Dare's able to go ahead and stop it.
Recovery is going to be in the KO off the top. All right, Marckiemoo bringing his stock count to even. Has a lot of damage to make up for, though.
Yes, he does. Vem desperately looking for a weapon. Oh, the unarmed Sayer is going to go ahead and get the space he needs. Marckiemoo looking for the neutral sig.
Spike?
Oh, he tried to throw the weapon all the way underneath. He almost got it, too. That would have been so clean. But Vem, what are you doing?
Imagine. Marky, hold on. Pretty much brought this one back. The recovery's not going to be enough for Vem Tranquilo. Trying to go ahead and, push this lead a little bit further here, but Marky's been answering back, and exhausted recovery, land, jump, recovery, right? He's throwing them out. He wants Marky to run into one, but Marky's being really good with his ground and movement now.
Okay. See what he can do. Is anything off the sword? Marckiemoo unarmed. Staying out of the way. There we go. And the recovery is going to go ahead and take him up top. Marckiemoo on his final stock. If he can get something going here, he could reset this bracket right here, right now. If not, Vem Tranquilo is going to push us to a game number 5.
Yeah, well, hold on, Marky. I mean, good string so far. Has a good chunk of damage. Tries to go for the reverse there off the lip of the stage. It's not going to connect. Good spacing in the reversal as well. And we saw that happen in an earlier game where Vem Tranquilo tries to go for a little bit too risky of a recovery. And Marky's able to punish it with his own and gets the added little benefit of being that high in the sky to make sure he secures the knockout. And now things are as even as they can be.
Oh, absolutely. The fact that he has been able to come back from this very devastating lead that Vem Tranquilo had, and the movement on these blasters is looking fantastic, Flambeau. Marckiemoo has got himself in a nice little rhythm, and it looks like Vem is freaking out a little bit.
I know, I mean, the crowd's popping off every time Marckiemoo lands a singular hit. Listen, bro, it will start getting to me. I mean, the screams will be hitting me at my core, but you got to lock in, brother. This is your chance to potentially be the champion, and this is how you swing back. He gets a pretty decent string here. Oh, the reset as well with the down air, but Marky actually didn't burn his dodge on that last one, so he was able to use it a little bit later. That's not going to knock out, though. We have a lot of defense on Nyx here. Goes for the read. Oh, that barely just narrowly didn't miss, but that down sig from Vem Vem Tranquilo is going to make a go to game numero 5.
Did you see Marckiemoo's eyes bug out of his head at the end of that combo?
Looked like he said zoink, Scoop, the way his eyes popped out of his head.
Oh my goodness, all right. We did not expect anything less than a game number 5 because that's all we have had in the top 4 of the Winter Royale. And here we go, we're getting ready as we're gonna load into a game number 5, Nyx versus Priya. He did rock the Nyx the entire set.
The entire set, man, and this 3-2-1 brawl, potentially the final 3-2-1 brawl of the night. Does Marky make the reset happen? Does Vem Tranquilo send them home? And we're on a flat stage for game 5. Yeah. This is where Marky was able to get his dust before, gets the read with the NSIG as well, and he's able to put him on more pressure. No, he goes back. He says, I'm gonna grab a scythe. I'm not gonna overextend. I respect the decision. This is your game 5, your potential last chance.
I mean, neither one of these players, well, Marckiemoo does. He wants another 5 sets, but Vem Tranquilo most certainly does a nice job of staying out of the way of the side sig off of that side, but Vem gonna go ahead and chase him down. Marckiemoo now back onto those blasters, which has worked out so well for him.
Oh, okay, the recovery from Vem Tranquilo. Marckiemoo dodging diagonally, but still hasn't been able to land. Gonna touch the wall to refresh his options here. And now he gets the reverse down off the corner. The weapon throw is not gonna connect. Needs to get an edge guard here. Vem Tranquilo covers himself with the chakram weapon throw. And now we're back into the center of the stage. Vem forces him to the right.
Oh, he wanted a side sig.
Okay, side air. He's disarmed as well.
Nice punish from Marckiemoo.
Oh, a little slow on the conversion. That would have worked, I think.
Oh,
there we go. Oh, he doesn't go for the chase dodge recovery.
Might as well. Okay, let's see what kind of edge guard we have here for Marckiemoo. He's gonna back up. Vem Tranquilo gonna get underneath him with that arm recovery. Sword in hand. Gonna go ahead and hit the neutral. What can he do?
Gets onto the stage, the gravity cancel goes for the Sayer, and this one's gonna have enough punch to it to secure the knockout. And here we are, Marckiemoo with a very slight lead here, but you need every potential advantage you can get when you're in this position. The pressure is high. You have to make it happen now.
Yeah, absolutely. There is, okay, and there we go. Has Marckiemoo on a second stock, kept things very, very close. This is gonna come down to last stock, a game of 5, just like everything has today thus far. Vem Tranquilo reaching in, whiffing on the side light. Marckiemoo also gonna whiff, and Vem Tranquilo gonna go ahead and piece him up for 5 hits, taking him all the way up to the stratosphere, almost to the blast zone. Marckiemoo is not able to touch the stage.
Oh yeah, and this is where the chakrams can feel the most oppressive, right? The advantage state is so severe. How do you get around this? Finally gets down, but he doesn't have a weapon. Where's the spawn gonna be? Right in the middle. He spot dodges through to pick up a pair of blasters, but is it a little too late on the second stock? How does he land? A D-Light gets a guarantee into the NSIG. Wait, if he gets this edge guard and the ground pound, he lets it rip. That's how you bring a game back from the brink of despair. And Marckiemoo is 1 stock away from forcing the grand finals reset.
All right, see what he can do now, because Vem can get this right here and keep things very even, but no, Marckiemoo is all over him. Oh, he wins.
And he gets the D-Light on the right side, goes to an N-Light for the conversion, and now Marckiemoo has it. He has it, and can Vem stop this momentum? Marky goes for the recovery, it's not enough. He needs 1 more D-Light. He gets the down air, that's not gonna be enough. How does Marky convert this? It looks like we're going to a reset slow-mo, but we'll see if Vem can hang on.
I mean,
He's not getting out. We got a grand finals reset here. Marckiemoo forcing Vem Tranquilo against the wall now. Now we're all on the elimination side.
He gets a standing ovation from me, Flambeau. Well done. I mean, both these players, more so Marckiemoo in the situation, but just the mental strength really does just blow me away sometimes. I know how frustrated I get, whatever game I'm playing, how things can bother my mental and make me play worse. And just these players' talent of being able to stay locked in, not let anything phase them is super, super crazy to me. But here we are. We got a fresh set between Marckiemoo and Vem Tranquilo, and we are staying on the Nyx Priya.
Okay. Let's see. D-Light there is probably going to be some of the most what do you call it? Going to be some of the most sword gameplay we're going to see for a little bit here from Vem. But I mean, he's able to hang on and rock with the best of them. Marky going to go ahead and try to, hold his own here. The D-Light's going to miss. Vem Tranquilo once again putting him in this precarious situation where he's trying to get down, scoops him in, sends him up again. No, goes for the down air. And here we go. Now Marky once again struggling to get down. Gets around the chakram down sig. Oh, tries to go for a harsh read there, but it's not going to work.
Oh,
nice weapon throw.
Yeah, that was great placement from Marckiemoo. But now he's going down again. If you guys are home counting, that is the 4th
He shakes his head.
from Marckiemoo.
He's shaking his head. He's tilted by that. But it's fine, because despite the fact that he's been self-destructing so much today, he made it to a grand finals reset.
You know, you're not wrong, but that is the 4th SD so far from Marckiemoo just during this broadcast. It has been very painful to watch, especially when he's trying to do the impossible and knock out Vim 10 Kilo as he takes him all the way up to the top. Okay, Marckiemoo back down. We're going to settle things down back in neutral. Can he find him up in the air? Yes, Vim 10 Kilo coming down with that huge dare. Oh, there we go. The string coming out again. What can Marckiemoo find? There it is. D-Light into a recovery. Not quite enough.
Yeah, needs a little bit more juice. One more D-Light to go ahead and secure things. But at this point, he's been lapped. He's trying to hunt down from Tranquilo. Tranquilo's just getting all that extra damage in. But Marky does find a recovery out of disadvantage here and has a chance to make up for the damage deficit. Here's a start. Oh, the read. Good damage here. Oh, he goes for the down air, but he doesn't get the chase out diagonally enough, maybe. But it doesn't matter. Look how much damage he was able to rack up in that one exchange. He's routing more. He's getting more.
He's looking, oh my God.
It's a tie battle at this point.
The flow state is real on these Marckiemoo blasters right now. Vim kind of starting to, got in there and broke up that momentum just a little bit with that recovery.
Oh, it hits.
No, you're gone.
Do you like ground pound? No, he goes off for the twinkle toes, expecting Vim Tranquilo to run away to the right side, and Marky is probably going to lose the stock here. No, you see right there, that could have been a guaranteed conversion to the sideline to the D-Light on the Chakram, but Vem never goes for that. We only really saw Sandstorm going for that conversion. Either way, he's able to secure the knockout, but Marky not trailing too far behind.
No, not at all. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, Marky has the advantage right now, being able to get that reset, has that momentum going in his direction. Vim Tranquilo, he thought about going over and getting that edge guard in unarmed, but decided to go back, get that scythe in hand, be a little more safe about it. That is going to connect. Vim needs a weapon so bad, but Marckiemoo is going to go ahead and starve him out. Very smart indeed. But Vim Tranquilo fighting back unarmed, fighting back unarmed.
Marky answers back. Yeah, but that was a lot of damage he got on arm there, I'm not gonna lie. And he's waking up with a side sig. The side air has just enough damage on it. I didn't think that was gonna be enough to KO, but you know, side air has kind of like different hitboxes on it, and he was able to get him with this straight horizontal one that's kind of on the bottom edge of that hitbox. So now Marky has another chance. We've seen him fight back from this kind of position before. One end sig could be the end of the game for Vim Tranquilo, so he needs to be careful to make sure he doesn't get chained off stage.
That is
you gave him a huge opportunity here, Brendan, your dodge like that, Vim. But Marky doesn't bite. He doesn't feel confident enough. Here we go, 2 hits. He's racking that damage. He's not getting punished either. Great dodge from Marky as well. He's trying to get further away. He wants to be more on the horizontal plane, but Vem keeps choking him down, or chasing him down, rather.
Another dare into Sayer. Okay, he missed the recovery. It gives Marckiemoo another chance to try and make it happen
here. The drift.
Yeah.
Okay, Vim Tranquilo is able to secure game number 1. All things considered, Marky did have an SD in that game.
Yeah.
Was still able to bring it down to last stock. Similar damage ranges, right? I mean, like, he's able to do this. Vim Tranquilo, I feel like really right now, the pressure's all on you, right? I mean, you made the last chance qualifier. You came through on the winner's side. You got to game 5, and then you got reset on, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of pressure weighing on you now. But the one thing you do have in your corner is that you got game 1. That means you have a little bit more wiggle room. Even if you lose here, you still have 2 more games guaranteed to play.
Okay, there we go. The dare coming back down the stage.
Nice. Oh, interesting. I like the attempt of the conversion there from Marky, going for a big value, right?
Trying to shock Vim 10 Kilo a little bit here at the beginning of the game, get a very early stock lead. Vim chasing him all the way up, going back down with the dare. Marckiemoo needs to find a way to get back up on stage. Defuse dare.
Into the D-Light ground pound. Taza is out there somewhere saying, thank you, finally.
That's rough, that's rough. All right, Vim having a very good start to this game, about a 40-second knockout on to a Marckiemoo.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, man. Needed to charge it maybe just a little bit longer. You had the read, right? And look at the turnaround here. Things are once again starting to look dire for Marckiemoo. He was able to make the reset happen with the Knicks. But is it possible that this legend has run out of steam?
Yeah,
Does he need to find another pocket pick?
I mean,
Does he have the time to?
He better do something, because Vim 10 Kilo is picking him apart in this game number 2. It was very close in game number 1. Marckiemoo was making the comeback.
Oh, no way.
Vim has got it figured out. He's figured out the spacing, especially on that nair. He's able to punish it every single time. Weapon throw up. Oh, he didn't have a chakram still. That's all right. He's still fighting. He's not afraid to fight on arm. Look at it. Oh, my goodness. He's locked in. He's locked in.
Kind of knocking the wind out of Marckiemoo sails there. Ben Tranquilo looking like he might be going up 2-0 in the set here. If Marky has to make another reverse 3-0, I mean, that's just a lot. You know, that takes a lot of energy out of somebody. This game's not over yet.
Why'd you do that, Vim? He would have been able to make it back, I imagine. But he's still in a very good spot. I guess he kind of figured he went for it. He had that one to burn anyway.
All right, Vem, at this point, you're just trying to get your extra damage in. You have a whole other stock to play with. Oh, but Marky going for big value yet again. Oh, but Vem's going ahead right with the reversal. It's not going to quite work here. Marky needs to get hits unscathed, right?
Yeah.
Like, he can't be going for these trades now against Vem Tranquilo. He needs, if they're going to have, you know, trades, Marky needs to be on the higher end of it. He doesn't have that much more health to work with
Yeah, and
here.
even that's running out for him.
Trick shot, not going to work. Oh, and the fuse. To go ahead, tries to go for the down air, doesn't hit, but at this point, Marky's taking so much damage.
Yeah.
You know, he's trying his best.
A little early.
Vem's patient.
Yeah, Marckiemoo was trying to work that side, that neutral sig in there again. Oh, Vim caught it, went down for another dare. Recovery is going to go ahead and catch Marckiemoo, and the side sig is going to, and Vim Tranquilo is one game away from being your Winter Royale champion.
Yeah, uno más for Vim Tranquilo, right? You just got it, one more.
Uno más.
One more, and you are the Winter Royale champion.
From the
LCQ.
Yeah.
Using the newest legend and the newest weapon to boot, right?
Yes, yes.
Marky, the last hope to stop Chakram, the last hope for North America, has to figure out an answer. Once again, sitting there, you can see him looking at the character select screen. Who is going to be my ticket into forcing a game number 4? Some are saying in the crowd, play Mordex. Does he go back to the cross? Does he even want to still play Blaster?
He's looking at the crowd.
Right? Like, what is the answer here? You know, he has one AirPod out. He's listening to the people. You know, he's like, you know what? I got to pick something. I think he's made his choice. That face looks like someone who's locked it in. It's going to be Diana. He's channeling the spirit of Balloon Boy.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Bo. We have not seen Bo into Chakram yet.
No.
All right, here we go. Potential last game of the tournament. Marckiemoo versus Vem Tranquilo. Vem Tranquilo needs one more game to be the Winter Royale champion. Marky trying to make the reverse 30 happen, and so far not looking too great. Goes for the gravity cancel N-Sig. It's not going to connect. Goes for the falling nair. That's going to hit. What is this bow going to do? Teach me something. Learn me something today, Marckiemoo.
Yeah, this is a choice. I think it could be a smart one. I mean, the Nyx was not working out regardless. That ship had done sailed. It was over. It was done with. Vim Tranquilo was all over that. And I don't know if it's the bow, if it's specifically the signature kit off of Diana's bow is very.
It's really good.
Yeah.
No. And I know everyone's sitting there saying, oh, the commentator's so biased. Listen, I want this game 5 to happen. That is not conducive to that happening. That's all I'm going to say. Also, nobody likes seeing us talking taken like that so early. Look at Balloon Boy. I said Balloon Boy. I saw Diana. I said Balloon Boy. Look at Marckiemoo fighting for his absolute life. Was looking pretty decent in the beginning, but got a pretty nasty turnaround. And just like that, the not particularly high ceiling of Small World's End lending no favors to Marckiemoo here. With one stock. Not only does he have to be a living legend, he has to do it multiple times in a row.
Yeah, this is the Diana did not work out. I mean,
we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Until I hear Remix say game, I don't know yet.
You're right. I'm sorry, Flambeau. That's my bad.
It's looking real bad, though.
I know. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. No.
But we'll see. I mean, Vem, once again, getting all this damage off of these nairs and exhausted recoveries. Balloon Boy, oh my God, Marckiemoo can't find a hit here, man. It's tough. And he can't separate himself enough from the horizontal plane either to really threaten with sidelight or D-light. And so just like that, just getting carried to the top blast zone. I mean, Marckiemoo trying his absolute hardest, but now he's in the danger zone. One more strong hit, and that's going to be it. And I think Vem Tranquilo got this one, man. One more strong hit. The side air isn't enough. He's trying to get his way back to the stage. No dodge. And Vem Kilo is going to be your Winter Royale 2025 champion, saying the Chakram cannot be stopped today.
Wow, what a match, what a grand finals, what a weekend. I thought Marckiemoo was going to be able to do the impossible, Flambeau. He got that